Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going on to session 3 now, and this is a session on presentation skills. I hope you've all realized that all this is on Learn 2023. Don't just rely on what I'm telling you. I'm really giving you a brief summary of it. So you need to listen to this and then go on to Learn 2023. I know it's a lot of work, but you need to go and look through the PowerPoint presentation. Right, so presentation skills. Why are we giving you this? We're giving you this for 2 reasons. You are going to be doing video lessons for us. And when you do that, we need to be able to see that you are able to speak to somebody with all the correct mannerisms that we've got down here to know that your lesson's going to be a success. Now, a lot of people think teaching is easy. You just go and stand in front of the class, you pick up a textbook, you read. That is not what teaching is about at all. Not at all. Teaching is the most creative profession that there is in the world. No 2 classes are the same. You might give a lesson today on photosynthesis and a little bit later give the same lesson to another class. It will be completely different. So you need to be creative. And these are just a few ideas for you to go through so that you know that when you get into class, you'll look at these and know that you need to, what you need to be doing. Right, the first thing is the way you dress. The way you dress will decide, that is the first impression somebody gets of you. And whatever that impression is, doesn't matter what it is, whether it's good or bad, it stays with you, unfortunately. So, if you want to make a good impression, and if you want to get the respect from the learners, make sure that you are dressed appropriately. By appropriately, I mean not high heels like that for the ladies so that you're tottering around all over and falling all over the classroom. Not low necklines, high skirts, men, no t-shirts. As soon as I see you in a t-shirt, we're casual, we're friends, all right? So make sure that you have a collared shirt on, long pants. These denims that you've got that are all, it's what they wear. And so they just think they're your friends. Body language, EQ versus IQ. IQ is your intelligence quotient. That is the brain power that you're born with. And once I remember having a problem with a child and the parent coming in and saying, please can you teach him so that his IQ can be higher? Nobody in this world, except God, can change your IQ. You're born with that, and that is what it is. You can develop it, and with the little that you've got, or the most that you've got, develop it into something that is useful, but you can't change it. So IQ is what you're walking around with, your brain power. EQ is your emotional quotient, how you handle your emotions with other people. So you need to be careful that the way that you handle yourself, you need to know that your EQ is going to be more important than your IQ. What you need to teach, you can read in a book, you can Google, but the way you present it is very, very important. So your body language is important. I can't go and stand like this in a classroom or sit on the chair and teach like this because they're going to think that I'm just bored. What am I doing there? So be very careful with your body language. This says everything. Child asks you a question. Oh, body language. Straight away the child thinks, I must never ask a question again. Be careful that your lesson is aimed at the level of the class. Don't make it too easy, don't make it too difficult. Make sure that you are aiming it at your audience, so that they will understand. Be enthusiastic about what you're doing. There's nothing worse than standing in front of a class and talking like this in the same voice hour after hour and expecting them to listen. Be enthusiastic about what you've got to tell them. Today I'm going to tell you something really exciting. You don't know this yet, so I'm going to tell you this. So make sure that you're enthusiastic. Make eye contact with your children. Don't just look at one child in the classroom all the time. And because that child is sitting nodding, you think, oh good, I'm going to stick to that. Have peripheral vision. Make sure that you are seeing the child right at the back and right at the back there. So that you are looking and giving, not staring around and looking out the window. All right? Eye contact. Smile. The job's difficult, but it's not that difficult that you can't smile. Make it friendly. Be very careful of your voice. Make sure that you are using your voice to your best advantage. It's got to reach the back of the class. And your voice, remember, as a teacher, is one of your most important assets that you have. I can give a lesson without any teaching aids, just with my voice, because I can tell a story about somebody who was coming along, and I can use my voice. So make sure that your voice is being used correctly. Facial expressions. Make sure that you are speaking to them through your face. From your facial expressions, from your smile, that you're enjoying it. Not that it's a bore that I have to come and do this for an hour in this class. Make sure that you don't use slang. Guys, today I'm going to tell you guys about, guys is all that sort of slang. You're telling the children, I'm your friend, you can treat me the way you treat your friends. So make sure about slang. And be prepared when you walk into a classroom. Be prepared when you prepare your lesson to give to me on a video. Make sure that you know exactly what you're going to say. Don't stand with a piece of paper and read it all off, and then I've even seen people in Parliament do that. And then I went to the, leave the piece of paper alone. Make sure that your points are down and you can talk about them and you know something about them. And whatever's in the textbook is not enough. That is not enough. You have to go out and Google or look through books and find a little bit more to give them. And that is why they will call you an interesting teacher or a good teacher, because you're giving them a little bit of extra. At the bottom here I've written, your attitude is going to determine your altitude. The way you behave, your EQ, your attitude with other people, with the learners, with the parents, with your colleagues, is going to determine how far you can go in life. Are you prepared to just stay at the bottom there? Or do you have a vision? And remember, you're working on your vision and your mission statement. Right, I'll see you again on the other side.